Hi there. I don't usually wear my glasses, at least not in the beginning. I hope all of you are well. We've had a very interesting week. I wasn't with you last Thursday because my husband had surgery. So he's doing good and I'm back on a roll. And in fact, today is his birthday. I call him Bo, which was actually in one of my puzzles last night that I worked before I go to bed. And his name is Rod, but he's always Bo to me. So today we've got an interesting month. We have not only my husband's birthday, we've got Valentine's in a couple of weeks, and we are in Mardi Gras season. Mardi Gras isn't officially, I think it's the 1st or 2nd of March this year, but the parties have started, the parades on the weekends are rolling, so things are getting lined up for the big day. We also got a new sofa today that was delivered right before the pouring rain and right before I went to go live, so things are good. Okay, let me switch over and show you what we're going to be looking at today. I made a Valentine card. This one isn't quite finished because I'm going to show you that in a minute. And there is a lollipop in the shape of a heart, and it says Happy Valentine's Day. So the set I'm using today is one that is in the latest mini catalog, which has the windmill on the front. If you don't have this, contact me soon so that you can get it. It's got lots of great things inside. So what we're using today is called Sweet Conversations Bundle. It comes with this stamp set that's full of hearts, and it's like the candy hearts. Hug me, you're cute, text me, love you, BFF, and it's spelled LUV like we used to do all the time. It also has XO, which I found out my husband did not know what that meant. So I am giving him lots of kisses and hugs. And let me show you the cute little dies that go with it. You can cut out little hearts, lots of little hearts, a couple of big ones. This little thing right here cuts out this cute little envelope, and it's got score lines, and all you do is fold it, put a glue dot, stick you a little heart inside, and you can use that for a card or even just to stick on a little box or something. Speaking of, let me show you these before I show you the designer series paper. Let me show you this cute little box that I made. Now, these boxes are in this little mini catalog. This is what it looks like naked without anything on it. And this is the way it comes. It already has your adhesive on the sides, so it can be easily put together. Now for this pink box, I took my blending brushes and petal pink and just kept blending until I got it as dark as I wanted it. And I did it all over. And then I covered it with some of our designer paper. But let me show you how this works. You can either fold it this way with the tabs in or the other way. And fold everything on the score lines. Then you take your tape off And I did it this way so that sometimes you have to burnish this tape a little bit. There we go. Got a fingernail to do it. I did it this way so that the seams of the box would be going towards the back. But it really doesn't matter because I did it the other way on this one and it comes out the same. So all I'm going to do is make sure my little tab is in, fold that over, put that one inside, fold that, then you've got your little flap and your tabs that go in, and there's your little box. Easy peasy, simple as you can get. They come 10 to a pack for $10, and that's also in that mini catalog. We're also going to be using some iridescent rhinestones today, kind of give a little bling. You know me, I have to have a little bling on everything. And then we're going to do some cute stuff on the inside. So let me show you the paper we're going to be using. This is the designer paper, and it is so cute. It's got all these darling little hearts. It comes, the colors that they used were real red, petal pink, so saffron, granny apple green, pool party, and Highland heather. So you could choose anything for your base card base and then just add to it. Now, I cut that out and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it in just a minute. So that's why there's a hole there. But look how cute. All of these, look, there's one that's just kind of marbled petal pink. This one has all the little red and pink hearts. Oops. Saw that one. This is cute too. It has some little suckers, lollipops. Then there's just some red dots on that one. And this one's really cute too. This has all the colors in it. And they're just adorable with stripes on the back. And then you saw that one. Oh no, you didn't see this one. This one has and it's up and down, so it doesn't matter which way you put it on your project. So you've got the hearts going across. They can go up and down, upside down, however you want to use it. So out of all those colors that are being used, I picked the Highland Heather for my card base. So I have a piece that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25, and then I have a piece of red, which I think really looks pretty, that we're going to layer on top. Along with that, I've got 2 pieces of designer paper that I'm going to put on here. And I could have used the back of this, but I like the little stripes, so I chose that. Then you're going to need this is about a 3/8 inch little piece of Highland Heather that's going to be the stick for the lollipop. You have a white, and I didn't tell you the dimensions on those. The white is 4 by 5.25. That'll go on the inside. This was 3.75 by 3, and 3.75 by 2. Then I just have a scrap of the Whisper White. And I'll show you what's going on in a second. Alrighty. I am looking for the heart I cut out, and now I can't find it. Well, that's special. Today was going so good. Okay, maybe it'll show up before I get finished. All right, I'm going to take the card base and set that aside a second because I want to be sure to put my ribbon around and over the seam of the two papers. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down. I'm just using our Stampin' Seal. And I'm leaving a little edge there. The red is 4 by 5 1/4. And there's also some red ribbon that goes with this. Sometimes if you're having trouble with this, if you've got a little of the adhesive down, that helps it roll a little better. I'm going to put I think I'll do it this way. Doesn't really matter, but you do want to leave a little place at the bottom. If they overlap or just barely meet, like mine did there, it's fine because the ribbon's going to go over it. Now we have, this is our real red, and it's called Faux Linen Ribbon. It's easy to work with. You can kind of see through it. Not sure y'all can see that or not, but I cut one piece at 8 inches, and that's going to be for the bow. The other piece is at 6 inches, and it's going to go right here. And it's real important that you do that before you glue this down to your card base. This is a tip and a way I like to use, because rather than trying to eyeball and get it on the back, I just find the middle of my ribbon, get a glue dot, then you can find the middle of your card, and then those two pieces can either be held down with your your Stampin' Seal, I still call it snail, or you can put glue dots. So I'm going to do the glue dot. And most times you're going to put the glue dot on whatever you're gluing down. Okay, now if you need to adjust it a little bit like I do, just wiggle it down in place. Okay, now I'm going to show you the sentiment that I put on the card, which says Happy Valentine's Day, is one stamp that goes across. So let me show you how I did that. It doesn't always have to be vertical. Oops, there we go. Because I'm going to cut this apart. I'm going to skinny that down just a little bit. And I'm not using a paper trimmer. I am just freehanding this. And I'm going to cut it. I'll be a little fancy when I cut the words apart. Oops. Now, this is small, so what I'm going to do is take one of my mini dimensionals, and I'm just going to cut that in half. And I'm going to stick one piece on the happy, a little piece on the day. Can y'all see this? You ought to move it there so you can. Then I'm going to do one more for the larger word. Valentines. Look how cute this is. Stampin' Up gave these to us one year. It has the little Stampin' Up logo and then a light bulb, which I guess is for all our great ideas. Okay, so I'm putting these two little pieces here. Oops, that didn't want to stick. And then just peel off the cover on these. Put that more in the middle. And there we go. And I think I'm going to do it just like this one. I'm going to put Valentines in the middle. Oh, I'll do it a little bit different. There we go. Okay, now we do need to put this on our card base, which I should have done before the dimensionals. That's okay. So you can also catch that ribbon in this if you don't want to use or don't have the little mini glue dots. See how I catch it in that glue? All right. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay, now I am still looking for, okay, here's good news. I found the die, and oh, here it is, right here. Okay, we got glue there. Okay, some of the hearts on the Designer Series paper can be cut out with your dies, which I always think is so cool. And I'm going to put a little bit of, here it is, my paper there so that it will, if I can grab a piece. Hello. It's going all the way around. Oh, great, now it's stuck to the bottom. Okay, I'll just use a piece of removable Scotch tape. And I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to cut that out. Okay. So this is something I'm always telling Ziggy, you're cute. So that's what I did for this one. Now, I think I'll put this here on the one that did not have the lollipop on it. And I'm going to use my dimensionals. Now remember, don't throw all this away. You need to use every bit of this. And I just go and cut it all the way around. And then you have it when you're ready. Just little pieces. And I'm going to use 2 on this. That's a cute little heart too, isn't it? Okay, and because the little stick was popped up, I wanted this to be popped up too. So all you need on this one is your greeting, which I'm going to be doing a whole bunch for my February birthdays, and I've got to make some family cards for Valentine's Day. So that's how that works if you cut it out of the designer paper. Now, if you want to just do like a red heart or whatever color you want, there are a couple of, oops, here it is. There are a couple of hearts that you can choose from, but I'm going to choose this one right here. It has a little texture, so it's not going to come out perfectly straight. and I'm going to put it on the block that I have the XOs on. That wasn't what I meant to say. I meant to say that it wasn't going to come out even. Okay, so see how you have some variation in it? That's the way the stamp is meant to be. So it isn't a mistake. All right, I'm going to cut this one out right quick. And again, I'm going to use my tape so that it doesn't wiggle. If you don't have a stamped image that you're trying to cut out, it doesn't really matter. But when you have something that you want it to be exact, you need to put a little adhesive there to hold it. Okay. So, here we go with our cut and emboss machine. And here's your little red heart. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. And put this back on my magnetic sheet so I don't lose it. I love these. These come from Stampin' Storage, and you can go to my website, Stampin' at the Bird Nest, and see what all they have. And if you'll place an order there, I get a little off of it, but it doesn't affect your price. So, and also the sleeves. I use the magnetic cards to hold the dies and then the sleeve to keep it all together. Now, when I was looking at the, let's see, on the one that doesn't have, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the birthday. This set is a celebration set. If you buy the bundle and get the red ribbon, you'll be over the $50 amount that you have to do to be able to pick something out of the celebration catalog. And that's this little catalog right here. So in this set is called Special Moments. And let's see, where is it? It's in here. There it is. And you do need to spend $50 in order to get this. But this has so many beautiful fonts and beautiful sayings there. It does have Happy Birthday, and I was going to use that. And then I just thought it was a little frou-frou for this card. So I decided not to use that. And I got another one of our sets that's in the big catalog, the annual catalog. And it has Happy Birthday and Happy Belated Birthday. Sorry I was slow. That was with the turtle. So I think that this printed one looks better. And I'm going to use that one. And let's see. Well, I'm going to use this block I already have out. Okay. I'm going to use the red again. And I think this time I will go on white. Let's see if I've got enough there to do it. Okay, perfect. But I think I am going to separate the words like I did on the other so that it doesn't interfere with the lollipop. So let me get my little paper snips. And, oh, I'll be wild and to cut it that way. There's the birthday boy. Okay, I'm going to put some of the mini dimensionals on that. And I'm going to take the back off. Sometimes it pulls the adhesive, so if you see that happening, just grab from the other side. Okay, so there's your birthday. And here is the happy. So this one's cut out of the DSP, and then I did a birthday one here. Now let's go back and finish up the one that I was starting today that I already put the ribbon on and the sentiment. Okay, here is our heart that we're going to put on with the lollipop stick, and things are sticking to me today. My mother would be saying, it's your fingernails. Okay, so that's ready. I'm going to cut a couple of these little, you can always use some liquid glue if you don't have these. And, oops, I'm going to do that. And I've cut it about, let's see, almost 3 inches, just so it'll hang down a little bit, and then the heart will cover that. Okay. I had my nails done yesterday, and I guess I didn't plan too well because our son's in from Orlando, and the birthday boy and Jason decided that they wanted crawfish. Well, I actually don't tell anybody I did this, please, because it's just, you just don't do this when you eat boiled crawfish. I put gloves on to protect my new manicure that I had yesterday afternoon. And as she's painting, I'm going, oh, great, we're having crawfish tonight. So, all right, the only thing left to do on here is to put the bow. And rather than going around the little stick, I'm just going to use a glue dot to adhere it. So this is the 8-inch piece of the linen ribbon, and I'm going to make, I call them bunny rabbit ears, just like this, and go over and under and pull. And then you can make your little ears as long as you want or short, and that's that. That's an easier way of tying a bow than the, crossing the 2 shoestrings over and then making one loop, wrapping it, and doing it back. I taught my kindergarten children the real way, but this is an easier way. It always amazes me how many adults can't tie bows. So maybe this will help give you a little incentive to try it. Okie doke. So here is my glue dot, and I'm going to put it right there. And there you have it. Now, we're not quite through because I want to do something for the inside of the card, and we have to do our envelope. Now, remember those XOs I showed you? Let me get those. I put both of them. They're 2 separate stamps, so I put both of them on the same block. And what I'm going to do is stamp XO, and then I'm going to go over to the right side and stamp it again. Now, how cute and simple is that? So that's going to go on the inside, and there we go. Then you can put a sentiment for whatever you want on the inside. Okay, now remember to turn your card over and put your hallmark on the back. If you don't have one, use one of the stamps in the set and just put your, like a heart back there or whatever, and put your initials, and I always like to put the date, but I usually do that on the inside. So let's see, and I'm going to use red. That's the only stamp pad I use today. And there you have it, hand stamped by Laura Lee Collet, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. For the envelope flap, what I'm going to do is put a row of X's and O's right at the top. I'm going to start in the middle, or as close to the middle as I can get. And there you have it. I think just the little bit of added something to the envelope adds so much. And when I am making special envelopes for cards, like when I have my paper pumpkin cards that come with fancy envelopes, I fold this back and put the card in like so, and then I file it, or you can do it this way, it doesn't matter. Then I file it and I don't have to go searching for the envelopes. I used to do that and they never got used. So okay, that's that. So here are your two cards, one with the stamped heart cut out, one with the DSP, and a happy birthday or a happy Valentine's Day with your fancy inside and your X's and O's there to show your love for whoever gets this card. Oh, I almost forgot. How can I forget? We have to put some bling before I let you go. And I'm going to use, I like to use the end that has the putty on it. The iridescent rhinestones are in 3 different sizes. So I'm going to put a big one there, put a medium-sized one on here, and maybe I'll just do 3 right there. How cute is that? Okay, so now you got your bling on there and everything to go with it. I hope that you've enjoyed this edition of Stampin' with Laura. I don't even think I started off with telling you who I was, but I'm Laura Lee Collet. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, down close to up close to New Orleans, and my website is stampinatthebirdnest.com. I have my host code right here. If you'd like to place an order, please put the February host code at checkout, and I hope you have a lovely week. We're due for some cold weather. I don't know if I told you this, but I saw on Facebook that somebody from this area put, winter will be held on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We were having some crazy up and downs, like it'd be 30 one morning, and then it would get up to 80 in the afternoon, and then it would go back down to 50, come back up, and then the next day we'd get another cold wave. So it's been a little not unusual for our neck of the woods. But anyway, I think I'm going to be glad when we get some more cool weather in. So until next week, take care, love you, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye.